Thanks for purchasing a Tenjam Shayz in-pool lounger. We have different riser heights for different pool depths. So hopefully you've watched that video on how to select the right risers to get the height for your pool. But once your lounger arrives, if you don't have risers, it only works in up to 5 inches of water depth. With a 4-inch riser, it works up to 9 inches of water depth. The 8-inch riser is up to 13 inches of water depth. And finally, the highest riser height, which is a 12-inch riser, works up to 17-inch water depth. So you take the Shayz out of the box, you take it out of the plastic packaging. What you want to do is get a big moving blanket or spread out some towels. You're going to flip the lounger over to install the riser system. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to scratch up the surfaces on the top of the lounger when you're going through this process of putting in the risers. Now, the risers are designed to fit very tight because we want them to stay in once you install them. So depending on the riser height, now this pool here is about 9 inches, which maxes out our 4-inch riser, but that's the riser we're going to install for this video. And we selected these risers because this particular riser fits intentionally tight again. So you got a riser for the front and back. Okay, so we're going to just set them up to install them. Note it's important too that if the lounger arrives, a truck driver brings it, it's been in a hot truck all day, the plastic does expand. And as the plastic expands, that makes this tongue a little bit wider. It actually closes down this gap a little bit. So it makes it even harder if you're in the later part of the day, sun's been hitting the product all day, it's going to be even more snug. So maybe just wait until the next morning or bring it into an air-conditioned space to kind of let the temperature come down. And that's going to help the riser go in easier. That's a quick tip there. This riser, the 4-inch riser, you can first start without using any sort of lubricant, and you can just test the fit. So if you put it in and it feels like, man, it's really tight. Again, make sure it's been in a cool spot for a little while so it can kind of acclimate. But as a troubleshooting step, just take a little biodegradable dish soap, put it on the surface of the product like this. Just a little bit's all you need. Spread it on there with your finger. That just helps. Put it in the slot. And it fits super tight, like I just said. These risers have a little bead on the side of them that snaps into place. And I have a screwdriver here. If for some reason you were to snap in the riser, you want to get it out for some reason, there is a little bit of a slot right there. So once it's installed, you can get a screwdriver in there and pop it. And that helps just separate that bead so you can get the riser out if you need to. So here we go again. I already know that one was tough to get in, so I'm just going to go ahead, give myself a little bit of that biodegradable dish soap. Put that around the edge. Line it up. And you hear that snap. So that's how you install the riser. Don't be scared about just having to push on it too hard. Another thing is if the riser didn't snap fully into place, what you can do is just line it up real well, get it as far in the product as you can, but then just flip the lounger over, and let's say it's a front riser that didn't snap into place. Well, give it a good sit. Just hit that seat, and you'll snap it into place. Same with the back one, and that's how you install risers.